Park, a new beginning, let's go. Started back rocking the brown. Ever since we've been knocking them down. Baby said she wanna go to the game. Taught her how to say Padre gang. Started back rocking the brown. Ever since we've been knocking them down. Mitchell and Ness with the old school name. All of the homies holler Padre gang. Yeah, that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Padres Giants Talking Friars pregame show for July, 8th? I think, July 8th, 2022. I'm your host, Ben Fadden. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Padres coming off of that really nervous win yesterday. What's up, Long Ball Prod? See you in the chat there. 1-1 nothing, or 2-1, I think, yesterday. Yesterday, it was hard to remember a whole lot what happened because of Dirk Profar's collision. Taylor Rogers crapped the bed. Manny homered. That just shows how valuable Manny is, and that's kind of the news of the day, at least for today. Manny Machado, the starting third baseman in the All-Star game. Yep, that's right. Over Nolan. He deserves it, and that's the end of the story. Manny is the best player at his position in baseball. I think he's the best player in the National League so far this season. That's what it is. That's the facts. And he has proven why he's so valuable. I mean, last night, if he doesn't hit that home run, it's not 1-0, and the Padres don't go to extra innings. It's not 1-1 after 9 innings. Despite Joe Musgrove pitching his butt off, going 7 innings, giving up 1 hit, the offense needs to pick it up. It's inexcusable, but Manny carried them last night, at least through those first 9 innings, in terms of any offensive production. And that's why the Padres won last night, is because Manny homered. Yeah, Alfaro came through. LFGSD, that was great. Alfaro rudely interrupted me during my post-game reaction yesterday. That was great and all, but they wouldn't have had that opportunity had our team MVP, Manny Machado, starting third baseman in the All-Star game, had he not come through, right? So it wasn't really a good win, but it was a good win because they won it for Profar, if that makes sense. Profar, by the way, I think the update on him is he's going to be on the 7-day concussion list, IL, and Brent Rooker is being called up. Esther Ruiz is not being called up. I just spoke with AJ Preller. I posted it up on all the social media channels and on this YouTube channel, I believe. I asked him about a Musgrove extension. I asked him if there was progress. He said that there was not. Or he didn't say that there wasn't progress. His response to me was, and then he said, I'm talking to his agent. That's what he told me about any progress about a Musgrove extension. And then as for Ruiz, not picking him over Rooker, he told me that, Ruiz isn't on the 40-man roster, so they had to go with Brent Rooker over Esther Ruiz. That just made it the easy decision. He said that we'll see how the week goes, which means maybe if Profar's on the IL long term, maybe they go with Ruiz and take a guy off the 40-man to put Ruiz on the 40-man. I could see that happening. And so by him saying, let's see how the week goes, this is Brent Rooker's time to shine. You know how the Padres motto is time to shine? That's Brent Rooker's time to shine right now. You got a week to do it. I assume that's how long Profar is at least going to be out. He's dealing with a neck strain and a concussion, so you'd think a week that he's going to be gone. So this is time for Rooker to prove himself, or else I really think that Preller's going to think about bringing Esther Ruiz up. So that's kind of what I got for you today in terms of news. Speaking to some people, that's what I've tried to do. I'm not going to go on here. Oh, just dropped something. I'm not going to go on here and say that I've been talking to sources and have you guys don't even know what those sources are, because I could literally be just making up stuff. And I'm sure that there are people, I'm not going to name any names, but I'm sure there are people that do that. Sources tell me, blah, 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 and they're just making up stuff. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, and that's why I do it. That's why I post selfies on social media and all that with people. So it proves that I was talking to this person. And I don't say a source. I say AJ Preller literally told me this so that you guys can believe me. And I'm just trying to do the fans' work If you guys were here, what would you want to be asking AJ Preller? That's what I'm doing. Johnny, you say Preller or Profar should demand a trade and sue the medical staff. Why? It takes a while. The cart, I know people were complaining about the cart and all that. It's down the third baseline, and they have to take it through the player's garage, go all the way around at like 5 miles an hour because in the tunnel there are people there. Yeah, thank you. And so they have to go through the tunnel all the way down onto the field at a slow pace. So that's why it took so long. So no, I'm not going to get on the medical staff. Yeah, could they have been holding him instead of seeing him collapse on the field? Okay, you can make that argument, but I'm not going to get on the medical staff. Like, Profar was walking off under his own power. What is the medical staff supposed to do there? Those are my thoughts on that. Look at the chat here. Anything? Quan says, I think Snell goes 6 innings strong, maybe giving up 1 run. Sign me up for that. I mean, Musgrove went 7 innings yesterday, and they had to use Garcia, Rogers, Cruzmat. So Nick Martinez, if you look at the bullpen chart that I posted on Twitter today, he has not pitched in a while. I think he's had like 4 days off, 3 days off, at least 3 days off. Hasn't pitched in a while, so I could see them going Snell and then going to Martinez today in a piggyback situation. So you have Snell go 6 innings, give up 1 run, like Quan's suggesting here and thinks that he's going to do. Nick Martinez would then finish the game because he's gone over 3 innings probably every time out of the bullpen when he's being the long guy pitching out of the bullpen. So sign me up for 6 innings, 1 run, even if the bullpen wasn't in a great spot. It's in a pretty good spot because you have Nick Martinez, I would think, available and ready to piggyback Blake Snell tonight. So Blake Snell's the starter for the Padres. I've never heard of the dude that's starting for the Giants. I'll be blatantly honest. Long is his last name. Sam Long. I've never heard of him. Quan says my mic is staticky. I can't do anything about that. I'm at Petco. It's not like I have any headphones or anything to put them in, so hopefully you can hear me. But yeah, the situation right now, a guy, Zach Long, I think, is that the name I just said? That's who's starting. Sam Long. See, I don't even remember his name. Sam Long is starting for the Giants. Blake Snell for the Padres. I think Blake Snell's looked pretty good his last couple times out. Obviously, that Dodger Stadium start that was like peak Blake Snell from what we've seen this year. There's been some better starts in terms of the results that runs that he's allowed. He hasn't allowed as many runs as he did against the Dodgers in some other starts, but he struck out 12 guys. First Padre to strike out 12 Dodgers since Jake Peavy in 2005. Like, he was really, really good, and hopefully he can continue that. I mean, the Giants, they're back out there practicing defense. I mean, they're really bad at defense. They back-to-back games here. They're practicing defense before they even start hitting. Pretty much the entire team. You got one coach in the outfield hitting fungos to the center fielder. You got another coach, or 2 coaches in the infield hitting fungos to Wilmer Flores at first. I haven't seen the Giants lineup, so probably I'm guessing that Flores is at first base tonight. But I don't know if you guys can see this, but you got 2 guys with fungos. The Giants' defense is not good, and when their offense isn't scoring runs, they need that defense. So that's the Giants right now on the field. Defense. And yeah, Snell, I agree here with Monball here. Snell has a chance to win. There's no reason why he doesn't have a chance to win. I've never heard of the dude that's starting for the Giants. And Blake Snell, I've seen progression from him in his last 3 starts. So, I mean, what to watch for, like every Blake Snell start. Does he have his command? Does he have a fast first inning? When he has those fast first innings, usually that tells me that the start's probably going to go pretty good. When he doesn't, and he has like a 30-pitch first inning, well, then you're setting yourself up. He's setting himself up for a bad start. Working behind, probably allowed a run or two in that first inning if he's throwing 30 pitches, right? And hopefully he's feeling himself tonight in the City Connect uniform, the City Connect hat. I know he has some weird cleats. I think one shoe is going to be pink, one shoe is going to be mint green, kind of like the Padre hat. So hopefully he's feeling good, and he just goes out there relaxed and pitches his butt off. I'd be happy with that. Michael, 900 subscribers, great job, man. I appreciate that. Again, I'm not doing it for the money, but I mean, having some money for giveaways and stuff like that, and improving the channel any way I can, that would help. Helping pay for college, that would help. So getting to 1,000 subscribers is huge because that then implements the super chats. So anyone that's in here can put a super chat. Anyone that's watching this on replay, you can put a super chat in there once I get to 1,000 subscribers. But I do it for the fans. I love talking to you guys. Love talking Padres baseball. I don't get paid for this pregame show. I don't get paid for talking to AJ Preller and posting selfies and all that. I'm doing it for the love of the Padres. And whoa. We got a Dodger fan alert at a Padre-Dodger game. That's the first one today. Wearing a Mookie Betts jersey at a Padre-Giants game. No joke. Walking with the guy in a Willie Mays jersey. I'm fine with wearing Giant stuff to a Padre-Giant game, but wearing a Dodger jersey, that doesn't make sense. But that's what that guy, that's what that woman is rocking with. All right. Last night, I saw like 5 to 10 Dodger fans, or people wearing Dodger stuff at a Padre-Giant game. It's like, have a clue, guys. One guy walked up to me yesterday, he said he's a Cubs fan, but he was wearing a Dodger hat. And he's like, hey, do you think this would be cool? Do you think Padre fans and Giants fans would like it if I wore this Dodger hat in the stadium tonight? And I'm like, nah, probably not. It's like, why? If you're a Cubs fan, why are you wearing a Dodger hat, you know? Why are you wearing a Dodger hat to a Padre Giants game? It's like Dodger fans want to insert themselves in everything. Speaking of the Dodgers, I spoke with former Dodgers reporter and current MLB Network reporter Alana Rizzo for episode 195. That interview is out now on YouTube, this YouTube channel, and on the podcast platform. So we talked about Musgrove, we talked about Manny, MVP, talked about Dodger-Padre, the Dodger-Padre rivalry. If she doesn't think it is, but I try to make my case for that. Talked about why I think the Padres should trade Hosmer, and she gave her thoughts on that. She disagreed. Let me know in the chat in that episode, in that interview, if you like the way that she framed that argument about Eric Hosmer and why the Padres should keep him. I disagreed, but hey, it's baseball conversation, right? So that was great to have her on. I met her at the MLB Draft Combine and she gave me her email and we connected. And stay tuned. I'm hoping to have on another big guy that I met at the MLB Draft Combine. I'm trying to have a couple, but one guy definitely said he would come on, and he's a fan favorite in San Diego, so I'll leave it at that. I don't want to say his name in case it doesn't happen, but stay tuned for that. Jeez Louise, the Giants are still taking fielding practice. They are trash at defense. I like that they keep having defense, or they keep practicing defense. That's great, fundamentals, but, it's been like 20 minutes, and they continue to do it. Looks like they're just ending, and they're about to hit now. My Padre pick tonight, I met Jake Cronenworth before the game. I don't know if you guys saw that on social media. He was great. Tracked him down, and he was nice enough. He denied me yesterday, but he came back around, took a picture with me today. I got here like 5 hours before the game started, 5 hours before game time. I was the only one out there, and he took a picture, so that was great. He's like my favorite player on the team, him and Musgrove and Myers. So that was really cool to finally get a picture with him. A lot of people were saying I look like his little brother. I don't know about that. Looking at the picture, I'm kind of like, okay, I can see it. I wish I was his little brother. Obviously, that would come with a lot of perks. But no, I am not his little brother, if you were curious. My last name is not Cronenworth. My Padre pick today is going to be Crony. I mean, I can't not pick Cronenworth after I met him today. You know, like regardless of the matchups, can't not pick him. The lineups for today, the Padres. Hold on one second. My screen's going to go black because I have to go pull up the lineup real quick. The Padres, for some reason, yeah, I'm not muted anymore, I don't think. Mazara's not playing. There's a lefty on the mound. No volume. Is there volume? Still muted? All right, hang on. I'll come back in. Hang on. Oh, you got me? I'm back? All right. So with Mazara, he's not in the lineup because of lefties on the mound. And when you have Profar out, you bring up Brent Rooker. He's not going to start. He's probably not even here yet. Or maybe he is here. I don't know. I didn't see him during batting practice. But Rooker's not going to start. So now you have a Zokar playing. Myers isn't healthy, obviously. He was swinging today, but he's not playing. You got Grisham playing. That leaves Matthew Batten playing left field. And so he's going to be batting ninth, right behind Trent Grisham. So, you know, the Padres' offense, their outfield needs more pop when your three outfielders are hitting 7, 8, 9 in the lineup. Right now, it's Azokar hitting 7th, Grisham hitting 8th, and Matthew Batten hitting 9th. So that tells you everything that you need to know. Hassan Kim's leading off. I mean, they don't really have much options. It's not like Nola's catching and he's playing and they're having him at leadoff. You know, like how he was leading off for opening day. No, that we kind of thought that was a weird lineup. He's not playing, so he's not an option. So who are you going to go with? You're not going to have Cronenworth at leadoff because he's one of your best hitters and you want him in second, third, or fourth, right? And they've been having him in that 2-hole. Him and Manny 2-3. They're not going to change that. You know, you like Voit in the 4-hole, Hosmer. I mean, 6. Okay, I like Alfaro obviously hitting in front of Hosmer. Your power is Manny, Alfaro, and Voit. Cronenworth's not known as a power hitter. He's a great pure hitter, and that's why he's in second. He's one of their best just hitters overall, but not power. He's more of like a Tony Gwynn type. I know he's not Tony Gwynn, but like hitting to the opposite field, just making contact. He'll run into one, but he's not known for power. So that's your only power. And you got your 3 outfielders hitting 7, 8, 9. AJ Preller needs to make some upgrades. Or if Brent Rooker doesn't do great this week, I hope they give him some at-bats. Like, what's the point in calling him up and then not giving him at-bats? Give him a chance. If he doesn't go well, then clear a 40-man spot, bring up Esther Ruiz, and see what he can do. I'd rather have him up than Jose Zokar. But with Profar being concussed and with the neck strain, you don't know how long he's going to be out. So you would think that Azokar is going to stay on the roster right now. You know, because he can play all 3 outfield positions. Matthew Batten, I thought he was more of an infielder, but he's utility. I guess he can probably play left and right field. I would assume left is where they'd want him with Profar out. Because right field is bigger, I think, than left field. And Grissom can cover some ground in left if they need him to. But they don't have a ton of options, you know. With Rooker not playing, seems like a pinch hit opportunity maybe. They don't have options. You got Matthew Batten playing left field. You need some upgrades. If you're not going to have Ruiz, if you're not going to play Rooker, and time will tell. Like, we're going to have weeks to determine this, but if things don't go well, you need some upgrades. You can't have your outfielders hitting 7, 8, 9. outfield in baseball nowadays, you need some power. It's not just all gold glovers and you're like, okay, we're good. And Grisham has not been gold glove this year. He's not. Um, it's a problem. And we'll see how they address it. We got a month until the trade deadline. My voice, I feel like my voice is almost gone because of this music system. It's really loud. I don't know why it needs to be this loud. Like I can hear the music perfectly fine, but they love blasting it. Anything else? We went over the bullpen situation. Went over the lineup. Did I say everyone? Kim, Cronenworth, Machado, Voigt, Alfaro, Hosmer, Sokar, Grisham, and then back. That's the lineup today. With Rooker, Nola, Abrams. He's not playing, right? Yeah. Those are the three guys available off the bench, right? Unless I'm forgetting another guy. Yeah, those are the three guys off the bench. So, yeah, Snell, they have a really good chance of winning this if Snell can have a quick first inning and not walk guys, right? So, and then Nick Martinez coming in behind him, piggybacking. He's been absolutely tremendous, and I expect that to continue. So, they have a good chance of winning tonight. City Connect hat. Thank you to my mom for buying that. There's already a ton of people with the City Connect stuff on. Drop in the chat who you want to see most, who you're excited most to see in these City Connect uniforms. Manny always looked good. Tatis looks good. Bob Melvin's going to look weird. Tim Hill's going to look weird. Craig Stammen's going to look good. Or look weird, excuse me. I don't know if he'll look good. I think he's going to look weird. I think Nick Martinez, I think he'll look good. But yeah, Crony's going to look good. It'll be interesting to see what they look like. So that'll do it for the Talking Friars Padres Giants pregame show. Ben Fagnos signing off. I hope you subscribe to this YouTube channel, Daily Padres content. My voice feels like it's gone. Hopefully it won't be gone later tonight when the music's not blasting. And I'll see you later.